After successfully acquiring the first stone from the Valley of Storms, Sami realized that his journey was not just a test of his physical strength, but also of his spirit and mind. The Eternal Shadow, aware of the threat posed by these stones, began mobilizing his powerful followers to stop Sami at any cost. As they traveled to the second world, a dark vortex suddenly appeared before them, and from within emerged a low, yet malevolent voice. Sami, you're nearing the end of your road. Every step you take brings you closer to your downfall. The second stone will not be yours. Sami looked firmly at the vortex and said, I have faced the Eternal Shadow himself, and your threats will not stop me. The voice gradually faded away, but Sami felt a heavy energy surrounding him, as if the Eternal Shadow was watching him closely. Sami and his friends arrived at the entrance to a dark cave known as the Cave of the Suspended Souls. This legendary place was said to be filled with ancient souls unable to transition to their final world, and they guarded the second stone. The old guardian accompanying them this time said, This cave doesn't rely on strength alone. The souls here will play with your mind and memories. If you don't control yourselves, you'll remain here forever. They entered the cave cautiously, the walls glowing with a faint light emitted by small spirits floating in the air. Suddenly, whispering sounds spread around them, addressing each one with their deepest fears. Sami saw scenes from his past. He saw himself at an old failure, unable to save a loved one. The voice taunted him. How can you save worlds when you couldn't save the ones you love? The bird also faced its illusions. Why keep fighting? Don't you know the end is inevitable? As for the crystal tiger, it faced its greatest fear, loneliness. But Sami, after a brief moment of weakness, remembered the guardian's words. Don't let them into your mind. Sami unleashed his inner balance energy, dispelling the illusions around him. He shouted to his friends, Remember our goal. These are just tricks. They gathered together, regaining their balance, and continued deeper into the cave. At the heart of the cave, they found the second stone suspended in the air, surrounded by a vortex of spirits. Suddenly, a giant spirit with glowing eyes appeared. I am the guardian of this stone. No one can take it unless deemed worthy, Sami declared firmly. I have sacrificed everything for the worlds. I am here to restore balance, and I will do so at any cost. The spirit smiled and said, Then prove your strength. A fierce battle ensued between Sami and the spirit. The spirit used the suspended souls to attack, each strike burdening Sami with the weight of his past. The tiger said, Sami, you can't face it alone. Sami replied, I won't. We are a team, and we'll fight together. They all worked in harmony. The bird used its speed to confuse the spirit, while the tiger leapt to attack from unexpected angles. Sami was at the center of the fight, releasing the balance energy he gained from the first stone. With the final blow, Sami unleashed his full power to shatter the spirit vortex, causing the giant spirit to slowly disappear. The spirit said before fading away, You have proven your worth. But beware, what's ahead is harder than you imagined. Sami grasped the second stone, feeling a new energy flowing through him. This energy was different, stronger, and more focused, but it carried a mysterious sense of danger. The bird asked, looking at Sami, What now? The third stone? Sami replied with a tired smile, We have no choice. If the Eternal Shadow fears these stones, it means they are the key to ending him. In a distant place, the Eternal Shadow watched the events in anger. He said to one of his followers, He has acquired 2 stones. This cannot continue. Release the servant of ruin, and let him end this boy before he reaches the 3rd stone. Sami is now one step closer to ending the Eternal Shadow, but the path grows darker with each stone he acquires. Will he be able to face the challenges ahead, or will the Eternal Shadow find a way to stop him.